going up, guys? It's Sheenie the Great back for another Write With Me Wednesday. So in this video, I'm actually just putting together a little submission for the gaystoner.com. Hopefully it'll get published. I decided for this one to go ahead and do something more kind of informational. And that is my topic I'm going to do is 10 jobs in the cannabis industry. So, yeah, I just have like 3 kind of categories and then jobs within those categories. 3 or 4 categories. So pretty much what I'm going to do right now is just research a little bit each one of these jobs and start writing the article. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it right now. Haven't gotten that far. Haven't really even started. I just have the jobs that I picked. Hopefully I get some more creative ones than just the typical like grower, dispensary owner, or bud tender. Even though those are in here, I'm trying to get a little bit more creative and bring up some kind of jobs that people might not think of off the bat when they think of the cannabis industry. But if you want to know about these jobs, hopefully this will get published and then I can link it below. But that's what I'm doing tonight. It's pretty late. It's almost 10 o'clock now. Had to work a long time today. So I'm just kind of now getting time to do this. It's Tuesday. So hopefully I finish this tonight. If not, I'll finish it up tomorrow. So yeah, I really don't have much to talk about, I don't think. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and start writing this and see what I come up with. I feel like the hardest part of writing these articles for this website is just starting it. Like, I never know what kind of voice to go through because it's different when you're writing something, or at least for me, when I'm writing something like a fictional piece or personal narrative kind of piece or a writing exercise, anything from my own writing, it's not so hard to start. Like, I mean, the novel, I guess, was difficult to start, but other than that, like, just a small, short piece, it's not hard to start because all I'm thinking about is, like, the mood I want to get across, or kind of, like, the vibe of the piece. So I just kind of have this idea of the general vibe, and I just go with that. Whereas for an article, especially an informational or an educational article, it's a little bit more difficult because I don't know if I want to go in a really matter-of-fact kind of voice and really like straightforward and just to the point, education only, and like no kind of sense of humor at all, or kind of appeal to the reader as a person a little bit, be a little bit funnier, sillier, or if that's too cheesy. So it's kind of like, it's different when I have an audience in mind versus when I'm just writing for myself. And then so the beginning is the hardest because you're kind of deciding what the mood of the piece you want to write is. Got some tea here, so I'm just going to go ahead and start writing. Like this is kind of similar to any other writing in the fact that while you're writing, something might not sound completely right. You might want to change it, but I found personally, and I know a lot of people agree, just keep writing. Like, if you keep writing and then go back later to fix some mistakes, that helps your flow better, so it's going to be easier to write rather than just trying to harp on every single little mistake or every little thing that pops out at you that's not quite right, instead of like taking the time to fix it and just kind of focus all your energy on that one little mistake and then go to the next mistake and then the next one. It's easier to write a whole long thing and then go back and pick out the things you want to change. Like, your flow is just better, it's going to be easier to write, and you're going to get it done quicker. I definitely found that even with a non-fictional piece or an educational piece is just the same. Like, there's small little things that I want to change already, but if I just keep writing, then the whole article's gonna, I'm gonna get a sense of a feel for the whole article, and then I'll have a better idea of what I want to change everything to when I do find mistakes. I do, I kind of want to give shit to teachers. If you're an American and you've had to go through the American education system where you spent several years in English classes writing 5-paragraph persuasive essays over and over and over and over and over and over and over, you kind of understand like the pure hatred for that style of writing where they give you a topic and you have to write 5 paragraphs to persuade the reader one way or the other on the topic, and it's the most bullshit random topics that make no sense, that have no relative importance in the world whatsoever in any sense, and it's just the dumbest crap. And really, it doesn't even matter if you're a good writer. They're just looking at technical, like, you followed a bunch of rules. They don't even give a shit that you wrote something that's well put together. I hate that, and I want to give that, like, part of education shit, but honestly, the more I've written, more so not the fictional, more of the non-fictional stuff lately, I've kind of gained a sense that I have to tap back into that 5-paragraph persuasive essay, little writer, 8th grader, 5th grader, whatever I was, and kind of like, what I do use those skills in the writing is what I'm trying to say. Even though that fucking sucked, I do want to I find myself referencing those days and using things I learned. Like, for instance, even though I'm not really persuading the reader to do anything in this particular article, I have found that it's easier for me to write an introduction paragraph, a body that's 3 or so or more paragraphs, and then a paragraph that's closing out, that's just reiterating everything I've written. And I do, like, get a sense that, damn it, I actually did learn something during those days. But this is definitely more creative and, I guess, more sophisticated, definitely, and more important, because I pick topics that someone in the world might actually be interested in. But yeah, I kind of do use that. Alright, so now I've kind of gotten started on this article, and I'm a good portion of the way through it. I've kind of gotten the feel of the kind of mood I want to get. And I think, I don't know, eventually I think all writing style comes naturally. You just gotta mess with it a little bit. And I do like where this is going so far. Now, this is definitely not how to get a job in the cannabis industry. This is just 10 jobs within the cannabis industry, and from there you gotta learn your own stuff. But maybe in the future I could do an article about how to actually get some of these jobs. But as of now, this is just a list of some ideas if you're wanting to get into the industry. So I'm gonna keep writing this, but I am getting pretty tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop filming now. But I'm probably gonna write for another hour and see if I can get this finished. If not, then I'll come back tomorrow. So either way, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow to finish out the rest of this video. Alright guys, so I still haven't finished that article. I'm gonna finish that up this week, but it's actually taking quite a bit longer than I thought. I thought it would be a 1-session kind of writing assignment, but it's turned out to be pretty cumbersome. So I didn't want to just continue this video with that because it's just more of the same thing that I did last night. But I did say that I wanted to switch up my weekly goals because I actually have this dry erase board here, and I had all my weekly goals written on it. And that was for when I was writing the novel. So now things are a little bit different, and I have some different priorities. So I thought I would just go ahead and write them out new, and just kind of talk to, like, I guess talk about why I want to do each one. I don't know if you could... I wonder if that's going to be backwards. I'm filming with my front camera, so I don't know if this is actually backwards or not. But the first one is posting 3 videos per week. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for quite a while now. Only I have been kind of slacking. There's been several weeks where I just skipped videos or for some reason didn't post them. So I'm going to try not to do that anymore. Today is actually Wednesday, and I'm going to probably get this video pretty late because I still haven't edited it. But I'm going to try to not skip videos anymore. And really that's just prioritizing and kind of managing my time better. So that's the first one, is posting 3 videos per week. The second one is writing one submission for thegaystoner.com. So I want to send one submission to thegaystoner.com per week. And really, the reason I want to do this is because I actually educate myself when I do write the educational or informational articles. So I get to learn more, but I also get to experiment with non-fiction writing. And that's not something I have a ton of experience in, and I really don't have experience in article writing as opposed to just fiction or non-fiction creative writing. So I really like getting the experience, researching topics that I'm actually really interested in. I like finding topics that are just different. I mean, really, the only restrictions about the submissions are it has to be cannabis or LGBT related. So I get to experiment with all different types of writing, and I really enjoy that. But also, it beefs up my portfolio a little bit. Every time I get published, that's just one more thing I can add to my portfolio. In addition to that, I believe it'll get me in better with Aaron Richard and the people at thegaystoner.com. And just get my name out there a little bit so that if there ever is a paid position in this, then I'm already acquainted with those people. So the third goal is to do one graffiti project per week. So in addition to a graffiti project, this could also be kind of artsy or creative. I have a lot of art supplies and I have a studio set up, so I've been really enjoying experimenting with that kind of stuff. And graffiti is just a new medium that I've used, like a new kind of outlet that I've found that I'm still experimenting with. So that's why I've kind of leaned towards that, but I do a lot more stuff. And so I definitely want to share more of that with the channel and with you guys, because that really was my first passion, was art. Ever since I was a really little kid, I'm talking like 3 or 4 years old, I always wanted to be an artist. I never wanted to be a teacher or a police officer or anything like that. I always wanted to be an artist for as long as I can remember, literally. And I don't know, it's just my first passion, and I really enjoy doing artsy things. And so for one, that would give me the weekend videos, the Saturday videos. But in addition to that, it helps me relax, and it's fun. I just really enjoy doing it, and it makes me take a step back from work and just do something else. So the fourth thing I want to do is research a novel concept. So I actually had this on my last weekly goals list, but it just became second priority, and I really fell out of the habit of actually researching this novel, and I just was busy with other things, and it didn't really seem important at the time. So I'm gonna put it back on my list though, and really try to make time to research, because this novel that I'm gonna begin working on has to be historically accurate, and I really have to know my shit. And there's a lot of different angles. I have to learn all the technical and the historical facts about it, but I also need to know like the lifestyle incorporated into this situation. And I don't want to give too much away about what the novel is actually going to be about, but it's a lot of research, and it's going to take a huge amount of time to just research, so I won't even be writing the novel anytime soon. And let's see, one other thing I want to do. I had this idea and then I totally forgot about it. What was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh yeah, sorry. This is a new one that I've just now put on there. I want to write in other places other than just my house. So at least one day a week or one session a week, I want to go somewhere else and write. And this will do a couple things. For one, it's just a change of scenery, so it'll help me creatively. But also, it'll be, if I can film it for the Ride With Me Wednesday, it'll be a little bit different than just me sitting in my room every single day. So it'll be a little bit more interesting to watch on the channel. And also, I think it'll help me meet people. So if I'm writing in a space, someone can strike up a conversation. I can tell them about my editing business or my freelance writing or anything, my videos. And I think it would be a good way to help me meet people and maybe get my name out there as an editor or a writer. So those are my weekly goals. And I'm also I tried to bullet journal before, and I just kind of got out of the habit because bullet journaling itself is kind of like another hobby, and it's like overwhelming. I found it kind of overwhelming, and so I wasn't able to keep up with it, but I'm going to try to keep it simple, and maybe just even keep a planner. Instead of just a bullet journal, just only make a planner, so it'll be even simpler. But I'm really going to try to prioritize my time, and for a while I was actually scheduling myself hour by hour in the day, and I got way more done. So I'm going to try to do that now. lately I have been working pretty well, and I haven't been slacking off too much. But now that I have all my goals set out to achieve these goals every week, I really need to set my schedule up pretty well and make sure that I get these things done every week. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave it here. I'm just going to finish up that submission this week for Aaron Richard, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. But yeah, I'm just going to work on submissions, work on researching the novel, and keep this channel going, work on that, and try to just get more experience as a writer and an editor. So hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you guys are working on. Again, I do need beta readers, so if you want to beta read for me, please email me at it's chinawrites@yahoo.com, and it'll be in the description. I really need all the beta readers I can get, so if you're interested in reading my novel and giving me some feedback, then please email me. But anyways, stay motivated, stay inspired, and stay happy. See you guys.